I don't know. I'll just tell you what these names are, I guess, rather than the reveal of the cards and the names at the same time. Because I'm excited. Polari matched up with Krankdud in round 1. Krankdud is a former top 8. I think Polari made top 8 one year. Am I imagining that?
Polari has 1 star, so that's 1 top 8 appearance in MT13.
Perfect. Yeah, so we got 2 top 8 players matched up in the first round. Krankdud's been there 4 times. If you're new here, you might not even know Krankdud. He hasn't been in the last couple of tournaments, but I don't know what possessed him to to join the tournament again. But he's here, and I'm happy to see him. So this should be a really good match.
If it happens. Because
if it happens,
what is gonna happen is this match.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
OmegaNumber, like a chess position, and Riocoys.
That looks like a Magic the Gathering card.
It does. It absolutely does.
Oh, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh
That's exactly what I thought.
On a ritual monster.
Anyway, what's this chess position? Where's the king all the way up there? Crazy.
Whoa, yeah, wait, what?
This king is gonna checkmate the black king next turn.
This rook and this bishop came in and they drove the king out all the way across the board. I'm gonna get lost.
Somebody who's more knowledgeable than us about chess. Tell us.
Oh, I don't know. This is just a weird position. It's just maybe. I mean, white is so far ahead. Maybe white is just kind of styling on black. Like it's just BM kind of.
I guess so.
The problem is that rook to G6 kind of dangerous if it's black to start. Because then the king has to go to E7. Surely there's a mate here somewhere. Yeah, rook to E6.
Well, the king couldn't go to a square the bishop could see, because then you would get this check with a discovered attack on the queen after the rook is there. So the king would have to move.
If it's black's turn, then that's a mate in 3.
Yeah?
Yeah. Rook G6, rook E6, rook E8. Mate. So, I don't know, but white is so far ahead, like, pieces-wise. So I guess it's white's turn.
Maybe it was a sacrifice by black. A queen sacrifice.
Yeah, which somehow lured the king out to the 6th rank.
Yeah. Well, no disrespect to OmegaNumber and Riocoys. We talked about Polari and Krankdud. But OmegaNumber and Riocoys, despite having very interesting display pictures, are also new players. So we're going to have a pretty big disparity, I think. We have 2 veterans in one match and 2 new players in the other.
Oh, that's a good point.
Will they be a good match for each other, or who knows?
Imagine if the newbie match just blows the pro match out of the water.
Oh my god. That'd be so awesome. Just get completely decimated. I mean, you never know when the next random killer is just gonna pop up. Could always happen.
What's weird? I'm room. But yeah, this is our second match, and then we have this one, Polari Krankdud. There's more stats on these cards, so let's leave these cards on.
Yeah, Krankdud, I didn't realize joined it as early as MT5. That's way back there. But has placed as high as 3rd even in MT6. And 70% win rate is like once you cross the line up to 70, that's when you really like enter the elite.
Especially with 54 games. Like anyone can have like 90% win rate, but then it's like just 1 loss. Okay, that's still pretty good against 9 wins, but
that's pretty good.
But like
and Polari's win rate of 58%. Still, that's pretty good.
That's very good.
That you played. Yeah, that's like actually incredibly good.
Joined only 1 mystery tournament later than Krankdud and did significantly better on his first go at 17.
Yeah, take that, Krankdud.
Also talking about avatars, left one is from a Dwayne and Brando rap about Mega Man 2. And the right one is obviously Bolt from Cave Story.
There's a lot
There
of
was someone out there who didn't know that one.
there's a surprising amount of Mega Man rap out there.
This one's good. This one's like, I knew this back then. And I listened to Drain and Brando.
Yeah, I think it's got linked on Something Awful sometimes. Mega Man rap, sadly, it cannot compare to math rap, the best genre of it. Which there's also way too much of.
I've heard of math rock. I haven't heard of math rap, but I suppose it
lot of
just
math
follows. Of course it would. Of course, there's
There's
math.
probably Christian rap too.
Oh,
Sure.
definitely. And y'all haven't lived until you've heard the Botswana Virus Stress rap. It's a winner.
Wait, did ID put this game in? I thought we had to take this game out because of it was discovered that there's a warp in it, and several testers never encountered it, but someone did at one point.
Yeah, wait, wasn't this... Didn't we have to reject this?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we rejected this.
We fixed it and figured it out. Perfect, because otherwise this game is pretty neat.
Okay.
It's funny. I think we've probably... So there's someone out there who's like, oh yeah, I know what game it is, just from this description. But we'll go ahead and keep it under our hats for a little bit. Which means we gotta talk about something else.
But there's no played matches, fortunately.
Yeah, and I'm a terribly boring individual, so like
What? Oh, yeah, no,
do you want to hear about how hard Persona 4 is on very hard mode? That's about all I can talk about right now.
You want to hear about how yummy spicy udon is? That's all I could say.
I mean,
despite
someone
having
in chat
made a
wants to
major
hear
change
about
in life,
Oh.
I haven't really had much going on besides that, so. I'm in a different time zone now, though. It's kind of hard to adjust to, because usually I used to look at the scheduling doc. I would just look at the time and see like, oh, 1 p.m. All right, that's at noon. I'll be there. But no, now it's at 11 a.m.
You do sound like you're in a new place. I feel like I hear a little bit of echo or something.
I have a new mic. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I went out and picked up a HyperX Quadcast because I wanted to. There's also a dog barking outside, which hasn't changed. It's just not my dog this time.
I didn't get a new mic, but I got a new mic arm to get it off of my desk so that when I type, it doesn't vibrate the microphone. I haven't hooked it up yet. I need to figure out where to put it. It specifically said it could handle the Blue Yeti, which is this big microphone.
Yeah, huge. Oh my god. I almost considered picking that up when I went to Best Buy. Because, like, I had a Snowball. I've been using a Snowball literally all these years. So, like, very good brand. And I know a lot of people that have used the Yeti, but I've been personally recommended the Quadcast.
Is that still a USB mic, or is it pushing up into the...
USB.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I don't have any 3.5mm jacks or any audio interface to do
Right.
anything with.
Yeah, I care enough about commentary that I've been interested in upgrading to a whole thing. But I just know absolutely nothing about audio interfaces and everything. So it's scary. And this mic's okay. It's pretty good.
I'm this close to muting Discord on the stream and just like putting the music louder. And what is nerd talk? Oh, look at my microphone. It's got gain boost.
I mean, what else do I say? Like, I've now played a game with Krankdud. I can confirm he's really good at games.
He is. He's just
Um,
naturally.
We'd see about that.
Mm.
I have not played a game with Polari. I remember I told him I was going to play Dota with him at some point, but then I didn't.
I can tell you, Krankdud will have an advantage in a mouse game. He's a mouse gamer, specifically an FPS gamer. Tons of experience.
Yeah, beat me in the final
Yeah,
of
definitely.
FPS journey.
Yeah, wasn't there a free win because Doom
There were
got
2
pulled?
free
and-
wins.
So
We
I
played
don't know,
Quake and
that's-
Doom.
both of which Krankdud speedruns at a pretty high level.
Huh?
Has
Yeah,
a couple of
Krankdud's pretty good at
individual
Doom.
individual level world records and stuff. Yeah, Krankdud's was one of the top Dust Force runners eons ago, and was like high enough up in the community sort of organization that he was his spreadsheet that the leaderboards were kept on before the game had leaderboards and before speedrun.com was a thing. Krankdud was a big part of that whole scene. Polari, like the display picture indicates, has a lot of roots in Mega Man speedrunning. Has a Mega Man 1 to 6 time on the leaderboard. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty sure his main game is 2, of course, from what you can see, like most people. But yeah, kind of does all of them. Has a lot of Mega Man experience. You'd be surprised well, I guess not surprised that a lot of people that are really good in the scene were also really good speedrunners, like Captain Drake with Shovel Knight, or like Krankdud, Dust Force, Polari, Mega Man. A lot of very strong racers have some experience being really good at speedrunning at least one game.
Yeah, or the other way, like we had Calco was a record holder in Super Mario World 2, and I think like pretty high up in regular Mario World 1, I think as well, but came over and started doing blind racing and then did extremely well. Wasn't top 8 last year, but was just outside, I think.
It was like 9th,
Yeah,
9th, 13th. I know beat Zex in winner's bracket. That was like a kind of a big win for him.
Mm-hmm. We can talk about those other 2 players because we know who they are. I'm pretty close friends with Krankdud, so I'm going to try not to be too biased as we go. But we got these 2 big question marks on the screen with these new players. We've had a number of times a new player come in and just be phenomenal right away. So you never know who's going to just explode like this.
I'm sorry, I would love to like bounce conversation off of you, but I gotta set this up.
There are 4 screens to get cropped.
Yeah, and
Plus,
sometimes
it's
they
a
move
lot of
them
work.
when I do it.
Oh, that's my favorite
I will
point.
never get over that.
See, this is why I'm really nice to Reese. I have a very designated part of my layout. This is 4x3, this is 16x9, and then I just, if it doesn't fit in one of those, I just center it to one of them.
I'm just happy people are.
Oh
are
yeah,
here.
we should get a prediction. What's a funny one we could do this time?
do like not longer than 2 minutes.
The problem is I don't know like the time variance for this game.
There's a lot about this game I don't remember.
Oh, you want to do a funky prediction?
Yeah, I want to do something wacky because it's a double.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a good idea, don't do it. But you could predict, did internet dirigibles fix for the problem in this game? Will it work?
Will someone
Exudo
go
had
into the
hands on
vault?
it too, so I trust it.
I think I gotta recrop all of these in-game because the game is smaller than the title screen. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's a turbo
Weird.
graphics game, so they can be a little bit weird sometimes with resolution.
Alright, let's have a look. This looks pretty good. It's the game.
Chu-Man Fu.
Played this. And I think I played this in MP. No. Like, not as my match, but when else would I play? This is not the kind of game I would play of my own choice.
It was submitted by Internet Dirigible, so maybe you tested it with him.
I don't know. I remember a paste spin. The paste spin says like, oh, the black ball does the most damage. Right?
I think it does.
Yeah, so I remember that much.
I know this had to be rejected for some issues. I mean, you could have played it in rejects, I think. It might have been there in time.
Yeah, so this game, I tested it and didn't find it at all, but apparently there are conditions to trigger a warp that will just warp you ahead a couple stages. And if that just happened to one player and not the other, it would be a weird advantage that was based off of either luck or something hidden enough that it might as well be luck. But that's been fixed. So you can move the ball, you can grab the ball to either push or pull it, and then you can kick it where it will fly around and bounce. It's got the arcade game feel to it, you know? Single screen.
Yeah, the kind of game ID like.
Very normal for TurboGrafx. This is it might as well just be an arcade port console. The few original stuff, there's some interesting stuff on it. I think PC Engine in general, it might be... I would say it's kind of unexplored for MT, but a lot of it is arcade ports, so, like, there's just not a lot of games on it to do.
Pretty quick level clears from Krankdud and Polari. Yeah, get the balls on their designated spots. Clear the level.
That sounds like Sokoban to me.
pretty much. It's basically the same thing.
Soko Ball.
Soko Ball, that's right. So the enemies will respawn. And you get Krankdud backing up with the ball. There's a kind of like Pac-Man. Oh, Krankdud just barely gets porcupined there. Kind of like Pac-Man, the game handles intersections such that you don't have to be super precise to get through them, but it does mean sometimes that it'll kind of vacuum you into them in a way you weren't expecting. And in a game where facing forwards or facing backwards really has, it means something in this game, that can be something the players are going to have to get used to.
You sure can clear those bozos quickly. Okay, dude.
OmegaNumber wanted to round this corner the other way. It's just backing up into an enemy.
Can you not kick the balls? I'm sorry, I've only just been having watching. Yeah, that's what I remember. I don't remember maneuvering the ball so much. I was just kicking them wildly around.
Yeah, one of the first things Krankdud did, as he gets tagged by the porcupine, was kick the ball ahead of him and then run and catch it because it's a little bit faster moving without the ball. You see Riocoys doing that a little bit too. You can also break down some of these walls if you kick the ball at it, usually a couple of times. I imagine there must be, some situations where manipulating the environment to your advantage could be a thing, but I expect for the most part the players are just going to aim for putting the balls on the squares.
Anasip, that doesn't count as Sokoban because you can pull the ball as well. That's what disqualifies it.
Yeah, I agree. The turtles, do they take multiple hits or do you have to hit them twice in a row?
No, it's like I said, the black ball does more damage, for example, so they just have more HP.
Okay. I think they vary in damage and also like other...
Yeah, like speed or bounciness, or like the blue ball is bouncing all over the place.
Some colors are more effective at breaking walls, some are better at killing enemies.
Oh. I remember just kicking the black ball around until everything's dead.
Sometimes the man between levels will offer you extra lives or a bonus level for diamonds. Thanks, Pastespin.
Sometimes. That's not the word that you want to hear.
So I guess the fix here is that the paste bin says, hey, sometimes he'll ask you if you want to warp between levels, and you have to say no. And if you mash too fast, you will mash and say yes.
Oh, God.
So don't do that.
Oh no.
Which is like not a great fix. So
Yeah, this prediction is gonna go to the doubters.
Yeah.
Especially with 2 new players.
What do you even do if it goes wrong?
What do you do if it goes wrong?
Luckily,
I didn't think about that.
Luckily, I'm not the moderator.
Just to clarify, the speedrunners don't do a warp, and they have a single instance of it happening. It's some sort of debug thing. So Kurt Q one time just got really, really unlucky, and it happened, and you can say no. It's not a normal game mechanic, and it's never happened. We have one instance of the footage happen.
But it's programmed in that he will ask you whether you want to do it, but it's not an intended game mechanic.
100%. Because it goes off screen. It doesn't even, like, display correctly.
Okay. We got Area 6 for Polari. And Krankdud finishing Area 5, I think. OmegaNumber on 5 as well, just starting it. And Riocoys with a game over. All right, that's my girl. We're all behind now.
This game is so arcade. It's the dialogue. That's what makes it arcade.
This guy's talking to you. The red ball also looks to be pretty strong, taking care of that monkey on Riocoys' screen.
Polari. Doing a really good job here. Avoiding the monkeys.
Really annoying level. Have to go all the way around.
Yeah, you're kind of blocking yourself by clearing the level.
Uh-oh. This monkey came and got
Krankdud.
Krankdud from behind, so he had to readjust. Now he's on the wrong side of the level, so he's got to go all the way around. And we're getting Polari intentionally breaking down the walls here because the balls are trapped behind them. OmegaNumber 1 ball to go. Annoying enemy. One of the last ones on the field, right in OmegaNumber's way, but has that cleared now.
He's spawn camping.
Red ball seems to be pretty strong. Does a lot of work on these turtles.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think this is a situation you want to be on Riocoys
Yeah,
screen.
he's
Or,
gonna
like-
walk all the way around and there's 4 monkeys. Oh, what?
Krankdud is in a
Yeah,
bad
you don't
way.
want all of them up,
Oh, God.
definitely.
Oh.
Krankdud got separated from his ball by a spawn that just spawned right on top of him, and he's had a lot of trouble recovering. It's finally okay now, but Polari is like is starting 8, and Krankdud is halfway, if that, through 6. So a pretty solid lead.
I think it's 7. What?
The goons are
Or did-
big,
oh, you're
ugly,
right, it
and
is 7.
stupid.
Krankdud die.
Use your head.
No, it's 7. You're right. What? Ball physics got Krankdud a little bit there. He took some damage. Do you have like a health bar on the screen that I'm not seeing?
I think you instantly die.
Could have swore I saw him get hit though.
Oh yeah,
Maybe-
Krankdud definitely got hit right there.
Hmm.
It must just be like one hit and then you die. Because I definitely don't see a health bar anywhere.
Wait, if I played this in MT, I should have a time, right? This is the fun part where I look up
Unless
my
it was a
time and
double
then it
forfeit,
sucks.
I could believe that.
Nah, I finish games. I never forfeit.
Polari with another clear.
You do. You have a 40-13.
Is that good? Oh no, it's not. I lost to Exona.
Wow. What if Exuno just killed it? What if he was amazing?
What if Exuno wasn't blind?
Well, I should. I mean, it's not about Exona.
I believe
it's about
Exuno was
my
blind.
time.
Well, look, I know I am not amazing, so let me look at what my test time was in Mystery Tournament 14. While you commentate on the hot action, 4-way happening
alright,
all
let's
over
see.
the screen.
Actually, 3 of the players on the same level, level 7, I believe, and Polari is now ahead on level 9. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
the
thi-
new players are really keeping up.
Yeah.
It's a really good showing so far.
Yeah, keeping up with Krankdud. But Polari is, like, the one who is running away.
Oh no, I didn't accurately record my time erase. I put down tilde 41 minutes.
Hilda? Oh.
Was it slower?
no, we'll never
Was
know.
it faster? I don't know.
I mean, mine is like
Well,
40,
reset at 40.
yeah,
so probably
40
not.
and then 13 seconds. So that's far away from 41 about.
Yeah, you're right. It's an eternity. I must have lost.
And both the testers in 16 didn't even touch it, so we just instantly rejected it because we knew.
Alright, Polari on 10. Krankdud trying to keep up here, but 2 levels behind now on 8. And Omega and
Krankdud
Rio.
leaves the ball to lock the enemy in.
Wait, where's the golds? Do we just have to
The
kill
goals?
everyone? Well, the
Sometimes you
Sokoban
must collect a
goals.
scroll to reveal the squares. There it goes.
Oh, there we
Oh.
go.
Where's...
Yeah, apparently when the vest is blinking, you have an extra hit.
Okay. Yeah, I did notice the blinking,
It's some sort of power up.
but I saw everyone was blinking. And I
Yeah,
was like,
everything's
I
blinking.
I guess you just blink in this game. I don't
That's how you know it's an arcade game.
for sure. So this level where you have to smash the walls to get the balls has been pretty difficult for all of the players, except maybe Polari. He was in and out of here pretty smoothly.
Ooh, blue. Not do a good job of breaking these walls. I think red is the best at breaking the walls, if I remember. But not super sure.
Uh-oh, Turtle's closing in on OmegaNumber. Using the green ball as a shield.
Blue is definitely bad at wall smashing because I saw Polari kick it like 20 times against the wall to break it.
Why is this not soft?
Just like sit there and just spam.
Oh, black wasn't on the thing. Wow.
Okay, level clear. Polari staying 2 full stages ahead of Krankdud, at least. Riocoys starting 9, same level as Krankdud. And OmegaNumber.
Curiously enough, the black ball takes about 4 hits to kill the turtles, but the red only takes 1.
Oh, so red's stronger. That or
Maybe
it
it's
has
like
bonus damage against turtles.
Anti-shield.
It's fire damage and turtles are water. Wait, no, that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. They're ice. Oh, all the balls are red now. For Polari. I mean green.
Yeah, we're in World 2 now, so we got new enemies.
Penguin alert. We do love our penguin games in Mystery Tournament.
No, officially a penguin game.
There's not many of them, but they tend to be pretty good.
There are also monkeys. We don't know if I don't think they were gorillas though.
Oh, see, Krankdud put the blue ball on the goal and then looked at the screen and was like, there are way too many enemies between me and what I gotta do. So he goes back and gets the ball so he has something to work with.
Oh, but this is
Now
so
he's gonna
dangerous.
try to leave
Getting
it.
zoned out by all the
Go in.
turtles.
Maybe destroying the
Keep
wall
going, turtle.
between the green and the green goal would have been a good idea.
Yeah. Just looking for a spot to turn around. There we go. It's like a
Uh-oh.
car trying to do a
Oh.
K-turn.
Oh, arcade!
Yeah.
Arcade is mad at you mode.
Yeah.
Stop
Yep.
I'm a
getting there.
Too slow. Put in another quarter. Polari barely avoiding a penguin, but does get caught pretty late into a stage. So that's level 12. Krankdud starting 10. A 2-stage gap in the top race. And Riocoys, is this a 2-stage lead on the bottom as well?
I think it's 2.
I don't think so. I think this is 9 on the left
It's
and
1 or
8 on the right.
2.
Okay. Oh no, it's the same level that Krankdud is and Riocoys are on. So Riocoys is on 10. I know that.
And then Omega is on 9. Because 11 is gonna be the new world, right? It's gonna be ice.
Yes.
Penguin land. You sure can clear these puzzles quickly.
Polari with the last ball, kicking it ahead to move faster, like a soccer player
Uh-oh.
does.
Oh, it's just an extra life.
It is
Sure.
such a
We'll take the extra
Level
life.
clear from
It's
all
'cause-
4 players.
It's because Polari's European.
Your bravery allows me to offer you an extra life for 5 diamonds. What value do lives have here? None, right?
Oh, actually, Omega is on 9. And Rio and Krankdud are now on 11.
Oh, okay.
Quite a distance in the bottom match, but also in the top one, but like the other way.
Mm-hmm. 4 red balls? Oh, I see. There are some color changers on the field here. Oh, no, they're power-ups that temporarily convert all balls. So you gotta remember, Krankdud was putting the red ball on the red hole and then realized, oh wait, this is actually a blue ball. It was just temporarily red from the power-up.
Power down.
Yeah, well, making all the balls red
That's a
would make
really
them all
wacky
strong.
power up.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
red should be strong against penguins because it's fire.
That's right.
Yeah.
Of course, the last enemy in Krankdud's way as he clears 12. But Polari, I think, done 14. Beat stage 30 is the goal, so pretty decent length. Yeah, that's true. The value of a life is 5 diamonds. It's right there. The Yeti freezes the balls and you can't use them
Oh,
until they
that's so
thaw.
rude.
Yeti spawns on top of Polari. Very unlucky. Penguin coming in from behind too. Had a little alcove to duck into, but I don't know if that was actually a solution.
Krankdud?
no match for these overgrown gonzos.
Krankdud first try on 12 here.
Oh, yeah, that was the one that got Polari, so it's a good sign. Oh, that the blue ball just rounded a corner in an interesting way. Riocoys also on the difficult 12.
There we go, Polari through that.
So what I'm only only just now appreciating about this game is that there's 2 phases where like you have the ball and you're pretty much invincible, and you put the ball on the goal and now you're super vulnerable until you get to excuse me, the next ball. So you kind of got to be thinking ahead as you approach the goal with the ball that you
Oh
have.
no, this one's frozen.
Am I going to be okay?
Ah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
Wait.
Wait, what? Oh,
Okay.
he was flashing?
Take the
Spam
one
the
hit.
kick button.
But he can't turn around. The ball's in
He's
his
so
way.
stuck!
Oh, man.
Oh, that sucks. Polari. Oh god. Oh no, that was not good. But has the health bar. Get out of there! Get out of there! No!
Yeah, okay, I think
Oh.
Get out
Krankdud
of
has a
there.
better plan this time.
No! Get
It
out
was
of
the
there!
the same problem. The ball's a good thing until it's interacting with another ball.
Yeah, Krankdud had the better idea that time of kind of Sokoban, where you don't want 2 balls to be right next to each other because it makes them more awkward to move. So, like, correctly just kind of maneuvered the other way.
Riocoys was using like billiards, knocking one ball into the other, and then got sort of jumped by a Yeti from behind, which is a classic sort of thing with these style of games, is that you have to keep track of what's happening everywhere on the screen, not just locally where your character is.
Oh.
Krankdud hiding from the penguin gets
Found
found.
by a penguin.
The music is very ice.
Two balls left for Krankdud on this level, 2 for OmegaNumber, but gets pincered by some penguins.
I feel like
And Riocoys is
Krankdud opening up more walls, just having more maneuverability is just really everything in this game.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, early on it wasn't really, because it was easy enough, but I think now that the players are realizing like, oh, you know what, I'm getting trapped a lot of the time.
Like the stage Polari is on, like, just open the middle, like from the left and right,
Yeah.
and then all the balls are really just close to their goal.
Finds a way inside this left side to grab the green ball. Like this, green ball. Yeah.
Yeah, just open. No, open that one too.
Whoa. It's really scary when enemies just spawn right where you are.
we go.
Krankdud needs to open the way to this.
See, like, even
last
just
goal.
those 2 walls being gone just opens up so much maneuverability.
Yeah, I agree.
And the enemies are stuck walking around the outside like idiots. Yeah, it's so smart.
Strategy works out. Polari another stage clear. Krankdud making a mess. He's got a 3-ball tower to try to crack open this final wall.
Oh no.
Oh, the blue ball sucks at breaking this wall, I guess. Dang.
Boss sucks in general.
Yeah, what does it do? What's it good for?
Maybe once we get to Fire World.
Yeah. Maybe it just like 1-hit kills every fire enemy.
They walk along like
No, you-
bozos.
You can't throw the ball behind you. That would be... There's been a lot of times where the players certainly wish they could have turned the ball from one side of them to the other. If it happened, it was some janky business. You know, the ball was...
We found another
mid-rebound
debug command.
Yeah, or that.
That would make this game, like, significantly easier.
Polari wants to break down this wall rather than just put this ball on the goal because of the trip, or the long way around it would require afterwards. But the enemy's cleared out, and he's like, screw it, this ball sucks at breaking walls.
Yeah, I think he was scared of the Yeti coming up from back because the ball pushes him backwards.
Krankdud also identifying horizontal movement in the middle of this stage would help a lot. We got the same... No, it's not. On the
Yeah, I
bottom.
was
It's
thinking the
still a
same.
Big
It's,
lead.
it's different, yeah.
I certainly have lost track of where exactly.
Yeah,
the play- caught up a little, but it's still a big lead for Polari.
and I think it's also still a substantial lead for Riocoys.
Oh, Polari
That looks-
just barely gets away from this penguin that was threatening to trap them in.
Okay, let's see. Omega on 13, Krankdud on 17. Polari can't be further than 20, because it's still ice.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Oh,
They froze all of his bolts and then...
good. And then went fire, which you think would melt the thaw, but
Oh, Polari had
Polari
like
has
a,
wrecked almost every wall
like
on
an
the screen.
earthquake.
It seems useful. Ideal state for walls, right? Like, enemies aren't going to break walls, so you don't care. that
Ah.
They might break them, right? It just means you have an easier time of doing whatever you need to do. Unless later on there are enemies that...
Yeah,
Thing,
that seems
actually.
like a thing that would...
That's going to be a level clear for Polari.
let's see which level.
Same level now. Wait, is it? I think it is
No.
for Omega. No?
For Omega
Riocoys?
number.
And that's
It's not
B?
just that those
Well,
walls were broken, or
But
The
how,
goals are in the right. Are
how
in the
did
same place.
Omega number... No, how did Riocoys break the top wall of the right section then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so...
I guess it couldn't be the same level.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, but maybe it is, maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe it's random.
Power up.
Maybe it's another debug command that we didn't know about.
the make the walls disappear command.
Only these specific walls. Krankdud with another clear.
18.
18. Alright, Polari's either on 19 or 20.
Ooh, time stop power up. That is something that would be really good in this game.
Well, let's see.
Every enemy defeated for Polari.
Omega redoing 13. Riocoys doing 2.
It's just so
14, yeah,
good.
you're right.
Oh,
But then-
Mostly because it just stops the Yetis from freezing.
now I'm worried there's like some kind of hidden difficulty that will alter the levels or something.
And Polari on 20, so crank that 2 levels behind. 1 level now, right?
One level behind
That's 19.
has caught up a little bit. Has 10 more levels
Oh,
to
what's
try to
going on?
close the gap.
All the balls are in this little cubby.
Need to get the scroll to reveal the goals,
Oh.
and sure enough...
Put them all in the
signature-
other
Yeah,
cubby.
remove
Okay,
the walls.
this is a Sokoban level.
Remove the walls.
This is a Sokoban
No,
level.
just remove the walls.
Yeah.
Just remove all of them.
With the walls, that is just a Sokoban level.
I wonder, is that really better than keeping some of them? It's like if you look at an enemy who you know is in some kind of hallway, you know he's going to be in that hallway for the next 3 seconds or something. But if it's wide open, you don't know where he's going to be in
You
3
can
seconds.
shoot him.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about them freezing all my balls.
Well, aren't we
Which
all?
they just did anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
Polari
God.
didn't turn around. Isn't it
Oh,
scary?
and it's blue. Oh, blue is actually good.
Nice
the-
bounce.
Oh, God.
Backs up accidentally. It does not.
But I mean, Polari is still flashing.
Yeah, still flashing.
Breaking the wall.
Gonna go
Smart.
straight through this wall.
Love it.
You do have to park the ball on the goal, unfortunately. Krankdud, all of his are blue, so... But it's his last ball, so he doesn't need to worry about making sure he has the right one. But the stage doesn't end. Is the red one not on? No, they literally are not the colors they are until
Yeah.
the power-up wears off. Wow.
That's stupid.
So now it is a one-stage lead for Polari, still. The bottom, pretty close. Riocoys 1 ahead, I think.
Yes.
And Omega, for this double Yeti spawn, all of a sudden, the 30 hertz did not reveal their flashing, so they just suddenly appeared in full.
Oh, I was like, oh, are they on the same level? No, it's just like a bonus game.
Game over, area 15 for Riocoys. I think we're going to see the same thing on OmegaNumber's screen. 5 up and 4 up.
These ghouls will slime you every time.
Choose hatchet. Yeah, both on level 15 on the bottom. 2 pretty close races. We got Kiwis, and the Hedgehogs are back, but they're purple. I think that Kiwi just broke that wall.
Yeah,
Hard
I'm
to
pretty sure
say.
the Kiwi was trying to break the wall. He was just sitting there, so... We'll have to see the next time one of them pauses.
Krankdud all reaches on the bounce, but it doesn't, so it has to back up, retreat. This is not a bad idea, though, pulling the balls out. Like, you need to go and get that red ball out of there anyway, so why not go do that while you're waiting for the other Yeti to go away? Bad. Same thing here. Yeti gets in his way, so he goes and gets another ball. It's just a good economy of time, you know, as long as you're always doing something productive.
These skinheads?
The game
It
says.
said
Can they
these
say that?
skinheads will try to something.
Yeah.
That's a case of the developers and their English, just like...
Dude, this
don't know, just
monkey
put a
is
random-
carrying Polari's
Ah,
blue ball.
That's probably the skinhead.
I don't know. Seems like it's got hair to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this game obviously is
Oh,
at least
nice.
slightly culturally insensitive. That's a clear for Polari on 22, I think. And Krankdud starting 21. Or was that 22?
Oh, Riocoys,
No, no,
yes,
no,
grab the
Monkey was
time
there.
stop.
Yeah, Polari's on
Polari's
23.
opened up the lead now, yeah. 2-level lead again. Making Walrus to get out of the way.
Yeah, OmegaNumber and on the same level. Riocoys very slight lead there. It's got a refrigerator shuffle the balls around though. Because the green is right there.
I don't think you want to... Oh yeah, that'll work, that'll work. Not opening up the middle the way that we saw the top players. So far it's working. Tries to go around the Yeti, and the Yeti turns around, so it's perfect. 2 quick clears from Krankdud and Polari. They stay 2 levels apart. Pretty late into the goal. The goal's to beat level 30.
Grill
22 and
picked up the ball.
24. Yeah,
You picked it up. You can't do that.
that's mine.
Does the blue ball just bounce forever?
Pretty much.
It's like lunar pool, zero friction mode.
Yes.
Saying that it just goes
I
into the hole
love Luna
eventually.
Pool. Such a good game.
One of the coolest tools is the speedruns out there too.
Yeah.
The zero friction mode.
Krankdud, I think, intentionally takes that hit. The ball from the Kiwi.
Oh, I like this for Omega numbers. Now the penguins are just trapped. Okay. You needed to kill the Yeti first, but even the Yeti's just trapped. There's really not much of a threat from the enemies now. It's just gonna be an annoying time waster at this point.
Oh, Polari is just having a bad time. Nothing is working out. It's trying to break this wall, but
I want to break this wall.
Well, yeah, Omega should break the wall at the bottom.
Yeah.
Nice. Mort. One tap for... that's...
Yeah.
No, this is not gonna work.
Oh, not this.
I don't
Not
like
gonna work.
this.
Good, good. No, run away.
Coming, gotta do something.
Okay, that's good,
Alright.
that's good. Insta-kill red.
The penguins are still trapped. Don't have to worry about them.
Nice.
That's a kind of a scary ending, but made it work.
Riocoys with the clear. Polari taking care of most of the enemies on this level. Oh, puts the green in first before black yet realizes that's not going to be good. Goes back and gets the black. But does he want to try? Yeah, look.
Yeah, smart. Smart. Also, he was like the gorilla. Like this one's coming too. Oh, this is bad.
And now the
Ah,
okay,
bad.
Kiwi
Kiwi
ran
goes
away.
down.
Oh no,
Oh,
down
there's a
was the wrong
respawn.
direction.
He
No,
tries to
No
beat
way.
the race.
That's
No
the wrong
way. You
direction.
should try and do that. I think
Oh.
Polari was running out of time on the level, so it was gonna get really scary past that.
Krankdud looking pretty good. Uh-oh, in the way. But able to take care of all of them very easily. So that is a level clear. I think just one level behind Polari now.
Yeah, that death was really costly for Polari. Killing enemies doesn't really seem to be worth a lot. Oh, they're on the same level.
Same level. Oh my goodness.
Upper right.
Oh, Krankdud, what are you doing is not working.
I think they need to break more walls. Like, just break these Whoa.
What? You
What?
can pick up a thing that just like fire all over the place.
That's cool.
Oh, it was like a hidden Art of the Fire wheel too. The like one of them goes a little bit up and then one of them goes a lot up. Okay, Krankdud knows red first not going to be good. Is
Oh, no.
going to try to do a little shuffle here.
Yeah, you are just pressed for time on this level that Polari's on. Only like 30 seconds left before the super minions start spawning.
Oh no, the skinhead stole the ball. I should stop saying that.
But yeah, you know, it's a canon term. You don't have
Yeah.
to
Oh,
be
the
afraid of
Kiwi.
it.
Okay.
Oh, smart pushing the
Oh,
green
nice.
out of the
Yeah,
way.
just force it to turn back.
Polari with a clear.
He's gonna
Just
pick it up,
spam.
kill him. Yeah, nice. Now put it there and then go behind, like left. Go left. Yeah.
Yeah, Krankdud's
And
been
kill the
destroying
things.
this level. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, wow, that was
Right
so
behind
close.
Polari. Going into 26. 5 levels left for both players up top. Riocoys on 20, and now Omega Runner joining him. Both races are
Nice.
extremely close.
But they still need to take at least 8 more minutes.
This does seem like the kind of game someone could beat Maurice in.
Yes.
It's just so
100%. I don't like this. But that was fast by Polari.
Yeah, that was a really easy level.
This middle row, the enemies tend to wind up in there, and you just kick a ball down, and there they all go. So
Bam.
Krankdud could break this wall. That would have sped this up a little bit.
yeah, that's true. But the monkey
Oh.
turns right, so
Oh my god, I thought
it's not
he was gonna steal the
be a
ball on
threat.
the platform.
Oh. We get to take a look at 27. 2 balls are trapped, and they're the 2
Required
strongest
wall
balls, so
breaking.
you got to work with blue and green. Oh, and look, when you put a ball in the goal, in the bottom right and the top left, you are taking away a key method of travel around the level. So, but whereas red and just kind of park in their own little spot. Polari's ball goes around the corner in a really annoying way. Krankdud clears most of the enemies and now is working on the wall. I would say he's in an overall better position
I
in
really
this level.
wanted green.
Bring the black ball too.
Earthquake, pretty advantageous rather for Omega Runner.
Krankdud
Puts blue
doing
in
so
before
well here.
red. Yeah.
Oh, this is a
Yeah,
clear.
just
Everyone's just
completely destroying this level.
Yeah, everyone's away from the golds.
There is the lead change.
Yeah, Polari spent too much time at the start of the level just like killing enemies, but not really progressing the level at all.
And
Wasn't clearing.
wasn't getting anything done in the bottom right corner. Like went there with the ball and was like, wait, maybe it shouldn't be here. And then by the time you tried to fix it, the enemies were in a bad spot. It was just one early decision that had pretty bad consequences. Okay, the clear for OmegaNumber with an enemy right on top. Meanwhile, Riocoys as well with an enemy right on top. This time, actually, though, it is a kill late in OmegaNumber with the clear on 20.
Yeah,
in
that's
the lead now.
That's a really big
Oh,
death
God.
right there.
Very strapped.
Oh no, we're blue land.
All the balls are red for Krankdud.
I like when that happens, so you like forget what color ball you're holding.
Yeah.
He's holding Polari screen.
Krankdud turns them all blue. He is holding the real red ball.
Oh my god. Polari just like knocked it right into the green goal. That was like completely on accident, but it was like perfect.
He just waits for the blue one behind him and then
The
grabs it.
optimization.
Oh, wow.
This is how you know Polari's a Mega Man
Krankdud is not
speedrunner.
having a good time. What?
It's almost
Oh,
done.
that was...
Gonna back it up.
Oh, that was a clutch finish. Oh, this is so close!
Oh. How many are left? Is this 29 they're going to? So excited.
Oh my god, I hope none of them
Music's going places.
take this bonus.
Hatchet men.
29.
Cutthroat killers.
A game over for OmegaNumber starting to not only take the lead but widen it. Krankdud takes a death, whereas Polari uses a power-up to kill every enemy on the screen.
Seems like a good idea.
Where the goal's going to be? In those 4 spots in the middle? That's where the balls were, I think, so probably down in the corner.
Oh, like a split.
Oh, there. It's kind
I
of
think
awkward
breaking-
positions to hit. You should definitely break the horizontals on them.
Yeah.
You have to go to the outside to do it.
I mean, you could break the horizontal next to the black and red.
Whoa, getting the blue rolling horizontally. You could leave it there just being an enemy killer in the middle of the stage.
That's a really good idea. Why didn't I think of that?
I thought that's what Polari was going to do.
Oh
and
no,
then-
Polari died!
Oh,
Oh, Krankdud
went
now
for
here
like
on
some
the same
sort
level.
of like
Oh, Krankdud taking a level lead.
Onto the final level of the goal. Polari had the lead in this race very early on and kept it for almost the entire way, but is now right up against the wall.
just a few costly mistakes. That's all it really takes in a lot of MT races.
Especially this style of game that requires you to be thinking so far ahead.
Oh, Krankdud gets killed by the monkey dropping the ball.
Oh my god, Polari's getting the whole time.
And it's death for Polari as well, so the one stage Riocoys making really good progress on 20, but really need to step it up. All 4 enemies just roaming the map here is going to make it really hard. Yeah, I would prioritize killing enemies with that green ball rather than parking it in the goal.
Oh, Polari has the blue ball. The blue ball is terrible for breaking the walls.
Krankdud defeats every enemy and opens up the final goal.
Polari getting hit.
No. This ball is really ineffective.
Yeah,
and all of the
kind of
enemies
forced
respawn.
to do a little.
Oh,
Well, the
Krankdud
ball
hit
forced
too.
Krankdud into an
Yeah,
as it went by.
that's rude. Krankdud has to be careful and have speed to spare here. Ah, just manages to get the ball on there before the monkey
trapped
can
him.
steal it. And that's it.
That's it.
And bam!
So we had a couple finishes. Cannibalism actually in first place in this race.
Yeah.
Yuge in second,
Crazy
and then
good
Krankdud
time.
now. 38.52. I mean, anything faster than Maurice is
Yeah, that's why
just
I said that.
they were cheating. Actually, all three of them must have been cheating.
That 36 is the fastest time we've seen for this goal.
Fantastic from both players. It was a great race.
Yes.
The one in the bottom too is not. It's over. I mean, it's not over in the sense that it's literally not over, but also like it's not over for Riocoys. We saw in stages 20 to. I could see the same thing happening once the stages get tricky.
Here's the problem with the prediction, though. We did have a newbie beat some of the veteran players, but not a newbie that's in the match.
Oh,
We'll see. It could still happen.
oh, OmegaNumber getting really brazen. Takes a hit, but kills every enemy. So maybe a good trade. And is still flashing, so can still take a hit. Did they even get hit? Did they put all the enemies in hit stun and avoid taking damage?
Oh, yeah, okay.
The blue
Clear
ball's
out
not
the
strong
walls.
enough to break this wall fast enough, though. The Kiwi is coming. Okay, takes the
You do
hit.
not have a lot of maneuverability. You gotta really break the walls on this one.
Black ball been stolen.
This is definitely the kind of game I would assisted runoff. I wonder if one exists.
That Kiwi's breaking that wall. Oh, but it didn't. Maybe it just weakened it? I don't know. That's a level clear for Polari. 40.53 is the time. Very close race. We're. Oh. You had the lead actually for a big chunk of the race.
Yeah, not surprised. I had a good pace for most of it and kind of started getting stuck on levels at the very end. And I didn't see, like, everyone was within 4 minutes. Plus the Krankdud specifically by 2 minutes exactly, so it was close.
Yeah, Krankdud had a lot of just really good clears at the end, just so fast.
Yeah, I get stuck in weird ways. It's someone already said in chat, but clearing walls just clears up the levels. But then sometimes you just can't figure out how to get into position to do that. I had a lot of trouble with that one specific level where you couldn't really clear vertical walls, and I had to restart it from the very end a couple of times when I got owned really super hard by respawning enemies right on top of me and stupid things like that. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit rude, certainly. Like you can make a very small mistake of like, oh, yeah, I didn't quite turn around the way that I wanted to here. And by the time you do turn around, the enemies have moved into a position that is like a big problem all of a sudden, and it's just very punishing in that way.
Yeah, the one thing that consistently gave me trouble was like turning the right way in corners. It's kind of finicky. And I think there were many times where it cost me a lot, but there were a lot of times where it just gave me a scare when things didn't work out and I need to really hurry to get myself positioned properly before the enemies were on top of me. But yeah,
what would you say? Like,
kind of want to complain about RNG since it kind of did come down to that, but also it's a close race, so sometimes small things turn it around.
I mean, it's definitely like it exists, right? Enemies can appear anywhere, and that can make or break certain situations, definitely. Do you feel like the not having confidence in, like, you know, I'm definitely going to be able to turn this way perfectly with the ball the way that I want to, when you're not sure that you're going to be able to do that, does that like affect the way that you play and make decisions and stuff?
I think it was consistent enough that it didn't happen. I just blamed myself and got mad. But,
Okay.
it's something you should have been able to do all the time. The more annoying thing was like I only realized about halfway through that you can click balls into it. And if you do it, it's kind of unpredictable. And sometimes I'm not even exactly sure what happened, but I bounced the ball off of something in some kind of a junction, and then I found myself on the other side of it, and then I couldn't do the movement I had wanted to do, and that's the thing that kept throwing me off the worst.
Yeah, I think you in particular, more so than any other player, you would send a ball into a ball in a corner, and it would go around the corner in a way that was like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, that happened a couple of times. Yeah, like they aren't supposed to do turns out of nowhere. Like they can
there isn't a diagonal wall in the corner that would make that happen.
Yeah, they can do 90 angle clicks into each other, but that's what's happening. Also, it's weird that like the things the wizard offers you, they're based on points and diamonds or whatnot. Like, I'm not sure exactly, but it's obvious that it's tied to some of those. I didn't see any of the warp prompts. Bet money that it's also related to those. If you do well enough or have enough score or something, then you would do that.
Apparently they are super, super rare, and they're probably a debug command that was accidentally left in the game.
Yeah, but
it was super rare that we saw it before, like even people who, like even they have never seen it.
Yeah, like, mention of that, the bonus stage. Like at first the wizard was giving me 1 life for 5 diamonds, and like, okay, sure, I'll take it, why not? And then at one point I saw like, for 30 diamonds I can give you many lives. Okay, sir, I guess I'll like bonus stage. Like, what? No! I did not ask for this.
I think the pastements
It's a good thing both of you did it.
offer a bonus level for diamonds, it says in the pastebin. Which it doesn't phrase as like a watch out for this, but it does say that it is a thing. This race on the bottom, by the way, still going, has been pretty close. Where do we stand here? This is the last level for OmegaNumber?
Yes, this is the last level. Riocoys is on second to last level.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it does mention that, but it's just this over a bonus level. Like, the whole problem was that the prompt doesn't say it's a bonus level, it just gives you extra lives.
It's lives, yeah.
Like, if you read that with no context, like, okay, if it can offer you a bonus level, if it does, then I'll turn it down, but it didn't.
I did see both of you guys at the same time actually got a 4-up and a 5-up or something, so I think that was a bonus level.
Yeah, probably everyone did.
That's such a fast clear from Riocoys.
But
I'm not sure it'll matter. OmegaNumber is.
I think.
Yeah, bam.
Got my eyes on the chat. I'm waiting for it. Oh no, that's 28.
Okay, that had like the exact same layout as the final level.
So was Riocoys on as well?
I would assume so, because
Okay.
I saw OmegaNumbers do the level that Riocoys was on.
No, yeah, Riocoys is on 27 and OmegaNumber is on 28.
He's stealing the ball Omega Runner had his eyes on. Now all his balls are inaccessible. Get that red one right now. Oh no. He's kind of thinking like, oh, that one's where it needs to be. I don't want to move that one. But I think that might be a mistake. I don't know.
Yeah, earlier you mentioned enemies spawning randomly, but I don't think they were random. I think they consistently spawned in the same spots. It's just that there's no indication of it, and like keeping track of which enemy is which and so on. Especially when there are other key things to keep track of, a ton of them. Like that was one of the worst ones, when you turn all balls into the same color. They still retain their original identity, and you know which ball is supposed to go if you kept track of which one was which.
Yeah, if you just had perfect memory of everything that was happening on the screen at any given time. That's one of the things that we keep to, like an arcade game, that it has that same property that a lot of those games have, that they want you to be spinning a lot of plates and keeping track of everything and where it's going and where you should be and from now.
Yeah, it was doable when you realized it was a thing.
Nice damage boost from OmegaNumber. That was a cute little tech right there.
Yeah,
Probably
it
could have
felt
thrown the ball and killed the
intentional.
hedgehog, but like, whatever. Take the hit.
Gonna be a level clear from Riocoys, staying one level behind. Yeah, 29 on the left, gonna be 28 on the right.
There were a couple of mechanics that I really would have wanted to know, but didn't ever like fully figure out. But I also think that different colors of walls have different properties, but
Mm-hmm.
and like black being the best at destroying walls was kind of obvious. And the other three I kind of already forget. I think blue one was the one that was just absolute dog shit at it.
Yeah,
Blue
blue
does
sucks, but
nothing
blue
except
bounces
bounce.
forever.
There was
Yeah.
one moment where you seem to have the blue going indefinitely, back and forth.
Yeah, I did.
It seemed like you could like potentially leave it somewhere where it would just kill enemies for you, or get in your way. I don't know. Maybe it's a horrible idea, but
Oh my god, time stop and then kill all the enemies. Oh my god, OmegaNumbers is just playing the
Well, yeah.
game. Just playing the game.
It owned on this level was that I had a time stop, so I stopped. Then one respawned, and one time stop while the rest were still stopped, and that one killed me. Another one on that level specifically was I freezed an enemy right at kind of like a gate, and then I was supposed to go there, and if it was moving, then I would have just waited it out one way or the other, but it just completely blocked me from there. And I tried to see if I could squeeze it, but no, frozen enemy game.
This is a really bad position for Riocoys. It's gonna be super hard to get to that blue ball if you keep the black ball where it is right now. Probably just gonna try and clear some walls.
let's grab the red ball. I would have killed that
almost had the
porcupine.
opportunity. Got tapped by his nose.
Omega breaks through one of the required walls in this level. It's using the blue one to break down this wall, which just feels terrible. Can hit the ball out of the gorilla's hands without hitting the gorilla, but unfortunately gets hit by the enemy as well, so starting to
Yeah, that was the other mechanic that I never fully figured out. Like, when do you get, when you're able to take extra hits? It seemed to do with holding onto the ball. Like, usually when I was carrying a ball, it did let me take a hit and not die. And if I didn't have a ball, it would consistently kill me. I'm not sure if it's that simple.
well, there's definitely you identified it was like tied to whether your character is flashing or not.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of tautological because you start flashing when you take a hit but don't die. You otherwise don't flash.
There's apparently a talisman item that gives you an extra hit. I sure wish I knew what that looked like.
Riocoys gets tagged. Was hoping the ball would hit the enemy behind him, but it was moving too slowly.
Rating the
walls.
egg roll. Choose curse. That's apparently the lore behind this game.
The runner parks the green ball and goes and gets the black. I would have just kept working with the green one, I think, but it's looking like this strategy is going to work out.
It's gotta clear up.
It's gotta get one of these two.
Yeah, you can't do anything with them.
Wow, okay. That's... The gorilla just walks away after losing the ball.
You gotta kind of play like keep away with them.
Oh, it got a little bit scrambly as the ball started bouncing in unpredictable ways. Takes a hit. A lot of ways to go. Well, and the both players I think are really monkeys well when they're holding the ball. It's just not going the way that they expect whenever they attack. Black, red, and green in position, but blue is in the hands of a rogue ape. A quest is now undertaken. Leaves the red ball, goes the other way, so is maybe going to leave the black ball and get the red ball.
Yeah, based on what I'm seeing here, I wouldn't say that there are issues with the 8 specifically. It's just that when a couple of balls on the switches and try to work in tight spaces, then it just gets really hard to like avoid do anything to them. What OmegaNumber really should do here is start by clearing out, or at least enough of them to give him space to maneuver, and then make sure he has access to a ball. Like on his previous attempt, if he just immediately grabbed one of the 2 balls he had already deposited and used it to clear out the 8 and worked from there, that made it a lot
Yeah, I
easier
think his
for him.
problem is that like he's trying to clear the like it's just trying to kind of go and the most conceptually simple way possible instead of just like maybe clear out a few walls, make it a little more maneuverable, and kind of save yourself out of those really scrambly situations.
Yeah, like Ghost. Victory. That was his previous death actually. And pretty common for an enemy, and instead of bouncing back at you, it and then the momentum dies so that the ball stops behind the enemy, and then you have nothing, and they just block on you and you die.
OmegaNumber must be so final level. They've been here for so long. Multiple other players. Oh, Riocoys. Oh, bounce off each other.
They bounced off each other. Yeah. This is definitely the kind of game in MT that is just like so nerve-wracking. This is like the worst kind of game for that. Because like it's so conceptually simple. So you're thinking like, oh, well, it's not anything like super complicated that my opponent would surely get stuck on.
Yeah, I agree. It's the wait, the gorilla just picked up the ball that OmegaRunner was holding? He can do that? Wow. But yeah, it's like it's a ring toss, right? Like it's easy, but it's harder than it looks. So you feel like lose, but good because it's actually hard, and rarity creates a lot of frustration that just doesn't help. Red and blue have been kidnapped by the gorillas. Put green down and try to, yeah, just have a clear path to black. Well, the
Oh, gets
rounded the
kiwied.
corner the wrong way.
Yeah, I got Junction.
Oh, that's really cute. Riocoys leaves blue on the goal because they... Oh, no, it's not the wrong one. Oh, shoot. I thought that was going to be a quick clear, but green and blue have to be swapped now.
So go deposit the ball really fast.
It's a hit, but gets rid of...
Yeah, looks like a clear path.
It's going to be joined on the final level.
This would be a really good comeback.
It's that kiwi in from the side. I like it. Have a lot around. The blue ball's not very good, but it can do what you need it to. You could leave it and work with that one instead.
God,
Oh my god.
It's the gorilla and just drops him right on the goal?
That is it!
That was so smart.
That was so clutch.
Wow. With Riocoys joining OmegaNumber on the final level, OmegaNumber with an incredible move to close the door on this match and complete the comeback. Remember, there was a 2-stage, at least maybe 3 gap on the bottom.
Using the enemy to your advantage. that was such a massive brain move.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with the chat saying I lost because I was too methodological, because I'm gonna say I lost because I wasn't methodologically enough on a couple of specific levels where I lost most of my time.
Yeah, I'm getting caught in bad situations that wouldn't have been so bad if there was a wall or two missing somewhere, stuff like that. That was probably the number one thing that everyone could have improved on. Gets caught by the Kiwi, does Riocoys.
I don't know how to resolve this poll. Is this yes or no?
Question was?
Any of the newbies beat one of the veterans? I had to cut it off for space limitations. They did, just not the ones that were in the match.
No, I don't think that counts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. It was the 4 people on screen.
Because chat does knows and right?
Because Maurice voted no.
I did not.
Well, you did in your head.
Ryoko is just smashing up every wall with the black ball immediately.
I mean, he would be doing better if he were, but required walls with the black ball.
Mm. It's gonna opt to leave blue and work with green, which is now black, and that's gonna go through the walls and is pretty good at fighting enemies as well. So he's able to get through the enemies and the walls very, leave it on its intended goal. Just absolutely brilliant maneuver to finish off the level.
Oh wow.
Almost an hour on the dot. Close races up top and down below. Well done all around to all our players.
Yeah, that was such an entertaining game to watch 4 people play. I feel like that is definitely one of those games that is more improved by watching it in a double race instead of a single.
Yeah, the double is hard. It's hard to follow in a lot, and certainly like we were like, which level is this? Is it? I think he's 2 ahead. We had to, we were playing that game in the commentator chair, but there was always something to watch. So congratulations to Krankdud. OmegaNumber has to run. I assume Krankdud knows he's opted not to.
Yeah, let's look at the bracket, 'cause I'm curious.
Yeah, it was a fun game overall. Kind of arcadey. I was reading it a little bit because I'm really not familiar with TurboGrafx 16. To me, it's just like one of those weirdo off-brand consoles,
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Jorf is a friend of mine, and he's recently been exploring the library, and if it wasn't for that, I would be just completely unfamiliar with everything about it.
That's definitely a Jorf console right there. But it's a lot of arcade ports. A lot of the original stuff is kind of weird and looks like it would be an arcade port. But there's I can't think of any on the PC Engine itself. PC some, but not on the PC Engine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have an idea either way. It's more of a fear of the unknown. If I had to guess, I kinda have a super vague impression that it's actually a pretty solid platform, but I just don't know.
I guess the only big one I can think of would be like Dungeon Explorer, because that one is pretty good.
Got Buster Willies. It's got...
That's not the TurboGrafx 16. That's the Sharp.
Sure, you're right. It's got...
It has the Summer Assault. That's the Sharp X68K.
Is it? Man,
Yes.
These are just the same thing in my mind, I guess.
Yeah, it has Linky game. Yeah, Rondo Blood. That's PC Engine.
Oh yeah, that's some people consider it to be like the best version of that game even.
Some people consider it to be the best PC Engine game because it's probably the only one that they've played. Let's see, yeah, I want to see this bracket. Krankdud moves on to fight the winner between Q, Bohemico, and that winner fights Fuegario. Polari fights loser 79, which is the loser of Fuegario and Q Bohemico.
Oh yeah, that's how that works, I think.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't because of how feeding works, but in this case it does. Where is Omega? OmegaNumber fights Neat. That's a scary seed to get put into.
Yeah, Neitzel. Well, I mean, Neitzel themselves came out and in their first mystery tournament did extremely well. So, you know, maybe we'll see the same from Omega.
Could prove yourself. And Riocoys fights the loser Kurt Q and Ridley Dragon. That is also a scary one.
A lot of experience, you know, both of those players.